I do want to start this off with a trigger warning. I say the word rape a lot in this video because that's what the topic of this video is, so if that's something that will bother you or trigger you, please click off now. If you at least know a little bit about me, you know that I'm pretty vocal when it comes to things I don't agree with, and one of those things I don't agree with is people using the word rape very freely. For one, this makes actual rape a lot less criminalized because the word is so saturated, and two, it just puts false accusations on people's heads. I say this because I was accused of raping someone last year, which I didn't do, obviously. So this all starts back in 8th grade. There's a transfer student, and I'm not going to say her name because if you went to school with me, you know exactly who I'm talking about, but I don't want to dox her. As much as I think it's shitty what she did, I don't hate her. I'm just very angry that she still hasn't said sorry, but I'm not going to say her name. We'll call her Avery. So Avery was a transfer student coming in for 8th grade, and I thought it would be nice to talk to her. Now, Avery ended up joining my friend group, or at least the friend group I was in, which was the girls' friend group. That's, I know, shocking if you know me, you know, crazy, but she joined our friend group. Everyone liked her pretty much. And I didn't actually share any classes with her. I did share classes with some other people in that friend group. Two of them, I'll call the one who's in the story Jasmine. So Jasmine sat next to me in the English class, and I remember one day I was joking around and I poked Jasmine on the thigh. That's all I did. I have apologized for this. I probably should not have touched her without telling her I was going to touch her. I realized it was bad. I've apologized. Everything's cleared up between us. But somehow this ends up going to Avery, and Avery doesn't go to me, but basically goes to everyone I know and says, Charlie is a rapist. That's a pretty big accusation. First off, that did not happen. Obviously, I did not rape Jasmine. She did say she was a bit uncomfortable, but I did clear it up with her. I told her, you know, did not mean that, and she knows I didn't mean that. And it wasn't like I touched Jasmine's, like, ass when I touched her thigh. Like, I wasn't that close. It was literally, like, the lower thigh. Like, it was not intended to be sexual. I've made it clear it wasn't intended to be sexual, and I've apologized. But this is a pretty big accusation to make out of, I wouldn't say nowhere, but it was a pretty big leap to go from touch to thigh to rape someone. Especially because, one, that's not what rape means. I really don't like when people use rape when someone does something like that. Like, it just kind of makes actual rapists look a lot less guilty because you're associating rape with such a big range of things. If rape can mean touching on the thigh, then rapists can pretty much say, oh, I didn't do anything wrong, which I don't want to get into that. We should definitely criminalize people who actually rape people. The other thing is that Avery also revealed some of the things I told her personally. So most of the people I have liked have been Asians. I just have like looked at myself and said, like, you tend to go for Asian. She correlated that to Asian fetish. I also said, as a joke, this wasn't even serious, I said I'm a thigh person, which I'm literally not. I do not care at all what you look like. She going around saying I have a thigh fetish too. So she pretty much made me look disgusting in every way. So that's fun. She made me look like a predator, and she made me look like I objectify people a lot about that. Like, it just made me really, honestly, really angry because she's come over to me and started talking to me and just pretty much acted like it didn't happen, which it obviously did happen because everyone remembers this very vividly. Because if you go out and say, hey, your friend raped someone, then that's going to come off pretty strong. And I'm personally a bit more annoyed, or maybe about the same amount, that no one actually actively went against her and said, no, Charlie wouldn't do those things because Charlie wouldn't. Or like, do you have any evidence of this? And if they came and asked me, I would have told them what actually happened. Like I said, I definitely should not have touched Jasmine that way. It was just a very dumb, inappropriate joke. But I do think putting it out of proportion into this scale of rape is a very big jump and is not something that we should be telling people. So this was really just something that I wanted to cause drama. I wanted to blow something out of proportion. And the school Avery goes to now, my friends that go there have told me that she's exactly the same. She still causes drama. So what are you gonna do? The lesson to be learned, don't accuse people of false shit. I did not rape anyone, but I wanted to get this story out there because it's one of the more interesting stories I have. That's it. See ya.